Hello, and welcome to the World Report. I'm your host, Cyrus, joined by Quan from the Comeback Spot. This is a show where we talk about WWE NXT and AEW Dynamite, sometimes Rampage, and other miscellaneous wrestling content on the HORNC network. How you feeling, Quan?
Man, look, I'm stressed out. So, right? Connecticut just got sports betting like last week.
Oh Lord.
So, I had to fire up the FanDuel sports book. I put a couple bets. I put a little parlay down on the Lakers Warriors game. So if you see me looking over to the side, it's because I got money on the line.
Oh Lord. They about to uncut gems, my guy.
Oh boy. When the
You
Russians
canceled the bet. What do you mean you canceled the bet?
when Tony D'Angelo's at my door, because I ain't paid a man.
You gonna get yourself into some shit. But it's been a very silly, dumb, boring week in wrestling. Just a lot of the conversations I was going around in the wrestling community was a lot of like really stupid shit. So we don't really have much going on for In the Trenches. I will not come on here and talk about Tony Khan tweets for 20 minutes again, especially after last week.
I'm over it. I'm over that discourse. There's two things on the internet I don't want to talk. Three things on the internet I don't want to talk about anymore. It's Dave Chappelle, Kyrie Irving, and Tony Khan's tweets. Enough. I don't want to talk about any of those three things ever again.
I don't want to hear about Tony Khan's tweets. I don't want to hear about ratings, and I sure as fuck don't want to hear about no demos. So that's literally what was all on the news for the past weekend and some change, because it leaked. I mean, it leaked to the start of the week as well, which is so stupid. So we're not covering any of that, but we're gonna cover a little bit of stuff on the NXT front, because there's a lot more logical stuff on that. So for In the Trenches, we got Shaw Waltman, formerly known, still known as X-Pac. This is from his radio show, correct?
With Vampiro, yeah.
Yeah. So Vampiro?
Yep.
Oh God. that might be that's a show, all right. Holy shit. Was he just a guest on this episode, or is that like their show?
I don't listen to it, but I believe that's their show together. At least in the graphic I saw, it looked like. I didn't hear the audio. I just read the quote. So, but basically, let me get it since I read the quote. Like basically, X-Pac was kind of just like, actually, this is kind of ratings talk, because there were reports that most of NXT's viewers are older in their 50s and 60s, at least Nielsen wise. I don't know about there's no way to actually see who's really watching, but based off of Nielsen's numbers, it's 50s and 60s. So X-Pac was kind of like, who's in charge? He's like, who's in charge over NXT? Which I don't think, wouldn't he know? That's, I mean, it's two of his closest friends are over there. But he's like, you can't have 60-plus-year-old people in charge of creative direction of a show that's geared towards young people. Maybe oversee it, but you got to let young, fresh blood make those decisions. We got to be self-aware enough to know that we don't, and I'm including me too, as a 50-year-old man, we don't fucking know what young people want. We might think we do, or we might think we know what's best for them, but we don't effing know. We need to effing listen to the people that do. So I'm with them on, I think that if you want the younger crowd, you gotta talk to younger people and see what the kids are really like into. Yeah. But also, we don't know who's in charge of, like, who's doing creative. According to Carmelo Hayes in a recent interview, I don't remember.
I was just about to tie it to the interview.
Yeah, he said that Shawn Michaels was like, "Hey, you do your thing. I'm right. I'm trusting you. Like y'all, I'm old. I'm balding. I don't know what's going on."
He didn't say I'm old and balding. Okay, he was just like, I'm old. But more or less, he was just like, I'm old, so let me know what's cool.
Yeah.
you know, and you could clearly see that sort of element put into like his promos and Hit Row's promos. Um, and then also I do agree with Xbox quote as well. Just let the younger people kind of like let you know what's cool, and then for the people to oversee it, just be like, can we do this without losing sponsors? That's all. Like that is all that they need to do. You have one group that be like, this is cool, this is trendy. They pass it over to the next group. Is this gonna get us in trouble with anybody? Is this gonna get us sponsorships and stuff like that? You merge that together, show the old dude and be like, hey, this is hip cool and it will make us money. No consequences to come from this. Stamp of approval, and then you just move it along. I definitely think that should be the creative process if it's not that already.
You know what though? I will say I wonder how different it'll be once Triple H is there, because I feel like Triple H. I mean, he's old still, but he's a little more in tune in what's going on compared to probably with Road Dogg and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, that's why I think they're really just like freestyle it, please.
Yeah, I
don't make me go on TikTok and find out.
Yeah, so it's still early. I don't want to make any judgments on what I think about NXT just yet. Maybe after Halloween Havoc, once I see kind of the results of what's going on over there, then I can say, okay, I see the direction, I see what they're doing. I will say this much: the wrestling
is good.
I kind of disagree.
Really? I mean, the only people I would say that haven't really impressed me in 2.0 would be Grayson Waller, Duke Hudson, Andre Chase, Zoe Stark, even though she was part of the previous. Elektra Lopez, she's okay. Cora Jade is not there for me. But like the people that they're really, really investing in, like Diamond Mine, love him. What is it, Braun Breaker? I think he's great in the ring as well. I would say on the tag team front, I'm not really a tag team guy anyway. So my judgment or my bias is like gonna show if I really say how I feel about that. So like I do agree there are some people that aren't all there in the ring, but for the people that they're actually or like I can see being or who I think could possibly be the future for WWE NXT 2.0, I'm satisfied.
You know what it is? I think it's just match length. I'm used to NXT having like longer matches.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's viable with the roster and like their abilities just yet.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I just want I guess the main event got time tonight, which is cool. I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the matches are too short. It almost feels too much like a Raw or a SmackDown. And I know they're still trying to put people on TV, get them exposure, but I just want maybe like one more match on the show have a little bit more time instead of having. I think like 9 matches. There's like 9 matches tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I'll agree with that as well because like, excuse me, even I was just like Tony D'Angelo was having like a really long match, and I was just like, all right, man, what's going on here? Like, let's move it on. So I'm not gonna disagree with match length, but I do think it's just like once these matches get like a little long, that's when I started, tugging the collar because I'm just like, can they do this?
Yeah.
So right now I do have my thoughts about NXT that are like concrete, which is just like, I like that everybody has like a mentee with them, and then they're all trying to help each other. Like it's absolutely a team building experience over there.
Oh, for sure. This is absolutely.
I'll give them that.
Absolutely.
When we see this next generation of NXT 2.0 come together, obviously that's my perception of that, or like my thoughts are going to change. But that's just currently how I feel about right now. It's a lot of team building.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. And
this is definitely a lot like that early NXT, like the beginnings of Full Sail, where there's a lot of green people. But I think once they get it all together, I think Triple H and them, got the formula. Once everybody gets it together, it really starts clicking, and everybody starts getting used to being on TV and getting ring time.
Yeah, and
Give it a
then
good 6 months. This shit could
it'll be gone.
it could possibly it could be something incredible. We're gonna see
It could be
a
something
lot of these guys.
incredible, or something really different. Because honestly, it's kind of nuts because I think this time is the first time in a long time where I can look at a lot of people on the NXT roster and be like, they're main roster ready, no problem.
I'm with you.
So I think that is good. I definitely think that's a positive side to NXT 2.0. But yeah, man, not really much on the AEW front.
You sure you don't want to talk about Tony Khan?
No.
Or the demo? They won.
No. I'll say Eric Bischoff's quote, which I'll put at the beginning of the AEW segment. I thought it was fast.
Booker T said something. Booker T said something too.
I mean, okay, I'll say this.
There we go. Now get it out of you.
It is okay. So the news came out about, them going head to head. And then, I proceeded to ignore it all day. I was playing video games with my friends all day, ignoring all the wrestling fight stuff. And then the article comes out going, hey, here's the, AEW locker room roster reacting to beating, yada, 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 right? It is spooky how all AEW wrestlers react on Twitter to the news. It's kind of like, I don't ever see the WWE roster all come together in droves to like say like, something that doesn't really fucking matter.
Do you think that's kind of I don't know if that's like the company culture at this point? Like
no, that is their culture. That's the
rating. I feel like I honestly think they don't care about anything. They don't care about making money, the gate, none of that. All they care about is what is that 18 to 49 male demo. They don't care about nothing else.
Roman Reigns, dog. They don't care. Roman Reigns put it perfect, bro. They don't care about jack shit.
They don't.
They're not building nothing concrete. It's fact. It like honestly scrolling down that article saying CM Punk react, Britt Baker react, Ruby Riott react, Jericho react, Julio Dos Santos, like and then like people that weren't even on the fucking episode reacting.
I guess it's that.
Dog, it's like a weird hive mentality, bro. It's so weird.
It's very much us versus them over there, and I get it because that that worked for ECW. It's very ECW-ish esque, or like we're the outcast, I guess, or some shit like that. But not even because they got a billionaire backing. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like they think they're the underdog. But they're not really. You got a billionaire backing your show. It's just silly.
Like there's no true fight out there, get it out the mud. Like you guys were an indie promotion for a year before you got a TV deal.
Yeah. It's silly. Like look what we're celebrating here. Could you imagine if Vince McMahon got on Twitter to celebrate he won a demo by like 0.02% or whatever the fuck it was?
If you got your War Report bingo cards, get them out. The real world analogy or some shit. Imagine like my job was just like, oh, we had more people visit our museum during Art Basel than the other one. And then fucking I react, my coworkers react. Yeah, we're shitting on the other museum. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, it's so weird. Burger King outsells the Whopper or whatever. And then it's very normal for a brand to do some stupid shit like that on Twitter nowadays, but it was so crazy. And then Tony Khan doing his tweet stuff, and I was just like, I mean, okay, but like, what is the victory here?
They beat SmackDown at one point during the show in the male 18 to 49 demo. That's what they're celebrating.
Boy, we went 12 rounds in boxing. I'm fucking bragging on your ass because I won one round with the judge decision.
Not even the full round, a half a round.
Like, are you serious? I threw more punches than you in the first half of the second round. That's my victory lap. Give me a title for it.
Hey,
what is going on here?
Any victory for that side? I don't know. It's wrestling,
so ridiculous.
The wrestling discourse and just like what's going on and the dirt sheets and all these lame ass fucking reporters. It's really making it hard for me to like. I want to enjoy AEW, and they make it so hard for me to enjoy AEW because the fan base is so. Oh my god, it drives me crazy.
The main topic of this whole week, the whole weekend,
the whole week
has been winning this 1 millisecond on an hour fucking television to the Big Show that whoops their ass all the time and still whoop their ass that week on a smaller channel.
But Cyrus, you don't understand. None of the,
unless FS1, bruh.
unless it's a white male between the ages of 18 to 49, the other fans don't matter. Only fans that matter is the males 18 to 49. That's it. Nobody else. The kids don't matter. Women don't matter. Just those males. I
want to look deeper in that demographic. Which race of male was primarily watching that show?
You know what it is. You saw that main event. Who was it? Bobby Fish and Bryan Danielson. If that's not the whitest main event you ever seen in your life, I couldn't tell you otherwise.
Oh my lord, it's fucking crazy to me. Like that was the whole weekend. And that dog.
Come on.
I hate, when the in the trenches is like this. When the only stories that are coming out or the only thing that people are reporting, saying, having opinions on is like little itty bitty bullshit like this. Like
I'll tell you what, you know what? Like let me get positive. There was a lot of great wrestling this week for anybody who cares about the actual stuff that's on the TV. There were some good matches this week. Bianca Charlotte last night. I mean, it was cool to the ending. SmackDown, the two matches on SmackDown, the Usos Street Profits Street Fight, great. Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, great. Dragunov versus A-Kid, fire.
Which we'll be talking about on Patreon.
We will, sure will. Finn Balor, Sami Zayn was a banger. There were some matches this week. Suzuki, Bryan Danielson, banger. Ruby
Riot the Bunny. I'm stamping that. That is a highlight of the weekend.
He's stamping that. I'm not stamping that. He saw it live, so he saw something different.
I thought the match was I would say that the match that I saw was really, really good.
Not only that, on Thursday, I mean, feel however you want to feel about Saudi Arabian government or whatever, or these Saudi Arabian shows. The card looking kind of crazy. Like that Crown Jewel card looking kind of higher. This might be the first must-watch Saudi Arabia show. I haven't watched the Saudi Arabia show in a minute, so I'm watching this one.
I watched the first one.
Yeah, I watched Greatest Royal Rumble, I think.
I did not watch. I think I only watched the Shawn Michaels Triple H. I watched that because Justin was just like, you gotta watch this shit.
Oh boy.
And then I don't really care about all the other ones. But yeah,
I think I watched the first one, whatever, within the Greatest Royal Rumble. I think was Greatest Royal Rumble the first one?
I watched the Greatest Royal Rumble because I was curious if Bryan was gonna win it.
And then I don't know when the whole thing with the reporter happened. After the thing with the reporter, I was kind of good.
I think that was the first one.
Was that after the first one? Damn, I thought
that was the first one. No, that was during the first one.
Yeah, it was like the day, like a couple days before. After that, I was like, and I had already noticed that these shows didn't really mean much. At least at that point, they didn't mean much, so I wasn't really watching them. This show seems like it means something now, so I'm like, okay, I probably have to watch.
Just like the what is it? The India Spectacular. That's not for us. It's not a show for us.
I think this one is though. I feel like this card is like this has implications for real. Like a lot can change on the show. Ever since Goldberg beat the Fiend, I said, okay, these shows are starting to matter now.
But yeah, on the positive front, there was a lot of great wrestling this week, and it's very much a shame that, you know, that conversation kind of gets buried underneath all this bullshit and mainly from the people that are the pro wrestling fans,
The real
not
fans.
sports entertainment.
The real
and they're
fans.
fucking entertained and clapping their goddamn monkey feet to the goddamn Tony Khan tweets. This shit is ridiculous. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the news cycle. You want to get into NXT?
Let's do it, man. Let's get this over with.
Ew, I gotta give it to you. Great win. But hey, even better will spin. Man, I am so ready to put some ladies through ladders. Guess what? This is my first ladder match. And you know what? We are not going to lose these championships. It's time for war, Io. It's time to go.
Well, I don't like Gigi, I don't like JC, I don't like Persia, I don't like Indy. We're gonna win together.
Hey man, when Carmelo shoot, you don't miss.
We don't miss.
We get our MELObration, and then in my it took me a lot to not say MELObration there.
You stole Carmelo's whole gimmick.
Yeah. I'm sometimes I'm not a huge fan of the hey, let's celebrate my title win, because it's just like do that with your friends and family and some shit. Don't bring that shit here.
Yeah, right.
But I thought the Melo promo and Trick Williams, I do think they have good chemistry.
You gotta tell me what happened, because I missed like the first 5 minutes. My internet was down, so I didn't get I didn't get to the show till Johnny Gargano came out.
Okay, well that's pretty much it. They kind of just congratulated each other, pat themselves on the back, spit some bars, yada yada, and then Johnny Gargano came out, and it's good to see him back, I guess. And this is going to be the big rub for Carmelo, and I think this is great. Loomis is going to be back in the wrestling front, and Melo has a big opponent, so I'm happy about that.
For what it seems like, the way is effectively dead. I mean,
yes, we're moving on.
Moving on. Dexter and Gargano are still affiliated, at least that they are. That is his son-in-law.
Your family. I think that's cool. This is our this is that 80s show.
So like it's cool. I think this is a great first opponent for Carmelo on a big show, because you're gonna get a banger out of Gargano, especially. I know this isn't a takeover, but this is the closest thing to a takeover probably for a while. I don't know when they're gonna announce another one, but
well, I feel like Gargano always does his thing. So for Carmelo to go over Gargano, I'm happy about that. That sounds great. He needs a big win like that.
A big credible win, absolutely. I'm with you on that.
Sorry, I'm rubbing my eyes currently because allergies going crazy. Grayson Waller versus LA Knight happened. Winner will be the host of Halloween Havoc. The match is whatever. Like I said earlier, not a big fan of Grayson Waller. I don't think LA Knight really got anything out of him in this match that could really impress me. But LA Knight wins, and LA Knight will host Halloween Havoc.
That'd be fun. So it's been 3 different hosts, right? They've done 3 Halloween Havocs?
No, this is only the second one.
The Shotzi was the first one. Wasn't Dexter Loomis the second one? We were doing the pictures?
Right.
Or am I bugging? Was that the same event? Or was that the same event?
It does feel like the same event, though. No.
Yeah,
the same event.
That was the same event? Have there been 3 Halloween? It's the third one or it's the second one?
Ooh, why don't we know this? The pandemic has hurted us.
No, because they were all in the CW. None of them were in Full Sail. They never had a Halloween Havoc in Full Sail.
No. Yeah, so most likely same show.
I don't know. Yeah,
I'm gonna stamp it as same show. I'm leaning on the same show.
You know, we got the internet right in our hands, bro. I'm just gonna look.
Yeah, but LA Knight is gonna do his thing. That's cool. I didn't really care who was gonna host this Halloween Havoc. I think I think Indy Hartwell could have been a better host, like more of a personality, but I guess we could pass it off to
LA Knight's not a personality?
Well, he got the personality with him. I'm just saying he hasn't really been on the show or anything like that. So I was kind of just like whatever with him being back. Or at least being back in this capacity. I don't really care for it.
Mm-hmm. Should be fine. He's a good promo, so
yeah. Chucky's gonna be on the show, so Chucky
is he? Is Chucky gonna be on the show?
Yeah.
I hope Chucky kills somebody. He has to kill somebody. Oh, if not, what are we doing? If not, what are we doing? Someone has to die.
If he's not terrorizing LA Knight all night, or like Cameron Grimes or somebody, or Andre Chase or some shit, I'm gonna be kind of tight.
That's gonna be fire. Yeah, I hope so.
I hope he like terrorizes the NXT locker room. Like anybody that's not on the card, their part in the card could be being harassed by Chucky.
I know some people are gonna think that's lame, but you know, when the Muppets were on Raw, I love that shit. That shit was so much fun. So
you telling me stupid teen drama NXT is not gonna be fire? Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
I'm here.
Come on, guys.
I love that.
Well, why y'all throwing tomatoes? Come on, guys. This is gonna be great.
That's gonna be fun. Look, I'm with it.
It'd be cool.
I didn't know Chucky was gonna be there. That's awesome.
Yeah. Our main event, I didn't think this main event was anything really to talk about. And I think Twitter has, ever since they pointed it out, we have been getting a lot of, can they coexist?
Oh, this whole week, the whole last 2 weeks of WWE booking has been, can they coexist?
So that kind of just summed up how I really feel about this. I don't care. I really don't.
They coexisted.
Yeah.
To a degree.
They don't like each other. They got a little fire, a little feisty in there with each other, but they won, so they coexisted.
They didn't do the finish where there's a misunderstanding, so I'm happy they didn't do that at least.
They didn't do the misunderstanding. They didn't do the
win the tag
blindside pin.
Win the tag belts.
Win the tag belts by accident.
Yeah,
there was no just outright leaving.
One day we gotta do a list of all the bullshit cliche shit WWE does when they're booking feuds. They gotta change the book or something like this. This has been going on for like 30 years of the same fucking thing. Switch it up, man. Can they coexist? Yes. Two singles wrestlers winning the tag titles. That was the worst one. I think that's the worst one by far. Winning the belts over like a fucking like tag team that's been together 10 years. Yeah, it's been together like 10 years. Me and you just beat the New Day. Nah, I'm not the biggest fan of that trope, or at least how it's been utilized lately. I mean, I do like these tropes when they're done right. They just haven't been done right in a minute. And we've seen it 10,000 times. Because when I hear can they coexist, I immediately think about Io Shirai and Zoe Stark, and I'm just like, maybe they shouldn't coexist, you know? Yeah. But speaking of Io Shirai, we have Io Shirai, Persia Pirotta, and JC Jane in a triple threat match. Winner will spin the wheel to make a deal, the stipulation for the match that will be taking place. And that's a dumb stipulation to have. You win the match, you get to spin the wheel. Yeah, you know, you get to choose the match. And spin the wheel. and I kind of hate. I mean, Wade Barrett was pointing out the stupidity of it. Did he? But also making it practical. He was just like, doesn't really like. It's pride. It's a pride in spinning the wheel, and you're like spinning fate's wheel instead of somebody else's. But it's still random. It's not like you could. It's not like you could shake the wheel a little bit, so you can get the match stipulation that you want. Like there's no jigging it, but it's just like I rolled this, so I should be able to handle this, or
it's pride in winning
That's
and
just
getting
dumb.
that momentum going into the
Wade
match.
Barrett could try to flip any way he wants. That's just dumb as hell. The dumbass
No,
situation.
he was just like, nah, it's dumb, but it's the pride thing. And I'm just like, yeah, I mean, having that momentum going into Halloween Havoc is important. And I felt like that should have been said on commentary, but they were just like, hey man, you spin the wheel and spin
Make
into
the
your
deal.
fortune. You know, it's just like, I mean, yeah, I get it. Let's get the elephant out of the room. JC Jane bust her face.
Dog.
It's
First
been a
of all,
while.
she running at like half speed. I don't know. She didn't get no kind of speed on that run.
Yeah. When I saw her do her little hut too, I was just like, oh, hey, buddy. You want a little more speed on that?
She's too big to be doing that. She don't need to do that. This is unnecessary.
I wasn't expecting a suicide dive. I mean, it is what it is.
I don't know if that was nervousness or she just her foot caught the rope or what. I was just like,
foot caught the rope.
I mean, but yeah, but like, has she done that a lot? Like, how do you practice a suicide dive? First of all, how do you even practice that in the PC?
I you know, basically the game is missing a good baseball slide. You feel me?
We need more baseball slides.
That would have been fine, and you know, she could continue on the match. Yeah, JC Jane is taken out of the match, and we go into picture in picture, and I think this was the most ill-advised picture in picture. Because on the outside is just Io Shirai doing the slowest strikes, applying the slowest submissions. The referee like comes up to her, whispers in her ear, says, "Hey, yo, JC Jane out this bitch," and then
figure it out.
Just being like, "Hey,
hey, y'all figure that out in there."
And then Io replies,
y'all got 6 minutes. y'all got 6 minutes. Figure it out.
No. That wasn't what he was saying. 6 minutes. I'll tell you what he was saying that shit. But Io Shirai slowly like trying to like have a brawl with Persia Parado. We come back. They're still wrestling in slow motion for some reason. I don't know. Io Shirai applies like the crossface or whatever, and then the ref whispers in her ear again, and that's when he was just like, "Hey, yo, 6 minutes, bro."
Yo, like fuck.
Hey, wrap this up in 6 minutes. And Io Shirai said, "I'll wrap this up right now."
Yo, you know what? They're better than me. Honestly, if that shit happened to me in a match, or like we lost somebody and the whole match is just flipped upside down, I'd freak out. I'd probably freeze. So,
Persia Parado was probably just like, sirens in her head. It was like, I have to like it not fuck this up. There was like the immense pressure on her.
Shout out to
I thought
Persia
she did good
and
in
EO
there
for making something out of a bad situation. And
the match was
a fine match. It was fine for what it was. For what it was fine.
Yeah, the match was falling apart, but it didn't like completely crumble. So I'll give them that. I'm very worried about what the match is going to be like on Halloween Havoc because Io spins the wheel, makes the deal to the Stairway to Hell match.
Hey, you think Mandy Rose might do double duty on next week?
She gonna pull the Cole?
She gonna pull the Adam Cole?
We might see.
Define her legacy.
Yeah. What is it? Gigi Dolan is gonna have to. If JCJ can't show up, Gigi Dolan is gonna have to do some magic on that match.
She out there solo? That's crazy.
She might have to go full. She might have to go full Darby, bro. It's good. You kill your opponent. So I'm looking forward to that. Not gonna lie. What is it? Io Shirai and Indy Hartwell shown that they can get pretty crazy in these street fights or like utilizing weapons and shit. So looking forward to that.
That's right. Indy did have that banger, that street fight. Who did it? It was her and Candice versus who?
Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon.
Oh yeah, I need to rewatch that. That was heat.
That shit's alright.
That shit was heat. Wasn't that like the same week? That was the same like the week after the Lights Out match with Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. I think like the week after. You're like, but y'all got that. We got that too. Two
hardcore classics. So really, really good stuff. What else we got here? Halloween Havoc predictions. Tommaso Ciampa versus Braun Breaker.
Yo, I think so. What I want to happen, I want Ciampa to win. I don't think Braun Breaker needs to get the belt this fast. What I think's gonna happen is Braun Breaker's gonna win. So I think it's Braun Breaker.
I'm gonna agree with you, but I'll say Ciampa.
Okay.
I'm expecting shenanigans or something, man. Something has to happen for this. I don't know. I feel like Braun Breaker, like we might love him and all that, baby.
He's not ready for that yet.
But, I mean, he might be, and
he's not.
He might be able to swim, but I don't think we need to take that chance yet. So
yeah, I don't want to see him touch that. I don't want to see the man touch that belt for a year.
Yeah, so that's that. MSK versus Imperium. This is off the dome, so
MSK versus Imperium. MSK.
Yeah. The crowd was booing the fuck out of them boys.
Yo, it's getting worse and worse every week.
Yeah. Yikes. What else?
The women's triple threat ladder match.
Yeah, I was thinking, is Kyle O'Reilly gonna have a match or something? Why he had that dumbass
that beer commercial? That was the beer commercial. I don't know what the hell that.
Them boys went on a date. What were you boys, man?
On a bro date.
Yeah, that shit was stupid.
Shopping boy. What was that? Was weird. I'm not, bro. Von Wagner, he ain't it.
And he showed me he showed me he even lamer.
Yeah, that made him look lamer to me. And that whole video package did nothing for me. I don't care that man carried a piece of wood up the hill.
I feel bad for Kyle O'Reilly.
Dog, Kyle went from like that dude in NXT to like the nobody. I been forgetting he's on the show.
He went from that dude to a real lame.
Lame. I mean, I've been saying he was lame before that. You was kind of still riding with him. Like, nah, this cool Kyle thing ain't it.
Oh no, cool Kyle was cooked. I was just like, nah, I ain't rocking with this. Do not try to parade this man as cool. He's a cool wrestler, not a cool guy. But I was thinking if they had a match or not, but I don't know. For the women's ladder match, if you would have asked me before JC Jane bust up her face, I would have said Toxic Attraction.
Me too.
But I might go Indy Persia here.
I think depending on the health of JC Jane, I'm gonna say Toxic Attraction. I'm still gonna say Toxic Attraction.
Okay. If JC Jane's there, I'm going Toxic. If she's not, I'm gonna go with Indy Hartwell and Persia.
Them belts are coming off Zoe and Neo.
It has to.
Are we in agreement here? Please.
Yes, please. Right. That's all that matters here. Our prediction is Io and Zoe Stark do not walk out with the belt. That's our prediction.
By any means.
I'm stepping in. I'm praying once Io Shirai and Zoe Stark break up, they don't have a feud after, because I'm ready for Zoe Stark to go into obscurity.
The other wrestling trope I love when the team breaks up and feud. Love that one.
They break up and it's just like, it's your fucking fault. Mm-hmm. I knew I should have never teamed up with you, you hussy. And now we're gonna get a goddamn 6 month feud between these two. No, that'd be crazy. No, that'd be nuts.
I mean, the matches would be fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. The matches would probably go crazy. No, as much as we make fun of Zoe, she can go. She just not interesting. But you can go.
I mean, being interesting really matters
a lot. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that the matches will be good.
Okay.
Speaking of matches that probably won't be good, Mandy Rose and Raquel Gonzalez. What you got?
Mandy Rose, please. And I thought her promo was kind of ass, where she was just like, people call me sexy, people call me hot, but what they don't call me is champion. And I probably would have really rephrased that differently.
Yeah, it didn't go the way.
People call me sexy, people call me hot, blah blah blah, but soon they'll be calling me NXT Women's Champion. Dog. WWE, man, my email is my first name and my last name.
He probably wrote that.
Like, oh my lord. writers, please. But I'm gonna go with Mandy on this one.
And last but not least, Solo Sequoia versus I don't know who he's wrestling, but well, all right. Who do you think? All right, let's do this. Who do you think is gonna wrestle? He wrestling Dante Chen or something. I'm gonna go Dante Chen.
I'm gonna go with Malik Blade.
Oh, he definitely go. You're right. He definitely Malik Blade. It's definitely Malik Blade.
Definitely that motherfucker.
It's definitely Malik Blade. You're absolutely right.
So that should be cool.
Did we forget Carmelo versus Gargano?
I don't think they're gonna have a match. I think they're just gonna do some like Halloween haunted house shit again.
Okay. Or tag matches. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because there's already 5 matches.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they're gonna do the 5 thing or not. Are they gonna, because it's not takeover though? They probably don't have to.
It might be Diamond Mine versus Hickman Jiro and Bushido, unless that happens like on 205 Live or some shit.
I hope not. I want to see all the Diamond Mine together. I want to see I hope it's like a 6-man or like an 8-man. Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be. I would love to see that.
Like the Creed brothers, Roderick Strong, and maybe Hachiman finally comes out.
That's not happening. They're not doing it.
Take the sweatsuit off.
Stop. They're not gonna do it. Oh man.
Put Bivens in there. Put Bivens in there.
Come on. They're not gonna do that.
Put Bivens in there.
Come on. They're not insane. Nah, if we get Hachiman and fucking Bivens in the same match, bro.
Crazy.
Don't talk to me about an AEW that week. This shit about to be goated. If it's gonna be Diamond Mine and Jiro Kushida, I'm gonna go with Diamond Mine, of course. But let's get into these quick hits, man. Elgato del Fantasma. They gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, they don't play that shit.
That's what they proved tonight. They gonna beat your ass. Electra Lopez, Santos Escobar is fucking pissed that Carmelo now has the belt, and he's just like, well, I see you when I see you. So that's gonna be really, really cool. Cora Jade has a match with Electra Lopez, and Cora Jade makes it out with the skin of her teeth. Why are you shaking your head? You wouldn't call it a match?
I don't care about Cora Jade. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all.
So Cora Jade,
she's young though. She's young though, so she got time.
There is a lot of room to grow with this little story that they got going on. I just want to see like how they make it out, because at first the Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis shit, I was just like, I don't know where the fuck y'all motherfuckers going with this one, and it's probably one of my favorite storylines all year.
It's a wedding, so happy ever after.
Yeah,
who would have thought?
So, we'll see how it goes with those two, but Cora Jade wins, and then later on the night, Elgato Fantasma, fuck you. They're goddamn beating the brakes off her boyfriend.
As they should.
The cameraman, Jay's face sees this like, oh my god, and the cameraman pans out, and all 4 of them just stop and shit on this motherfucker, bro. Oh my god.
Oh man. Hate to see it.
Dog, I think if I would have saw the start of that scuffle.
Cyrus, we gotta get together. We get together.
Dog, that shit was too funny. I'm sorry. And then when it was the 2 fucking rednecks that was in a bar fight once. Thanks for reminding us, Wade Barrett.
They were.
They tried to interfere, and then that sets up a match for Elgato del Fantasma later on the night, and then the match is supposed to happen. And then Elgato del Fantasma just beats their ass.
Them niggas are fucking menaces. How you jumping niggas all night?
No, it was just straight up beating the shit up them boys. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Bro, like I don't know if that happened. One of the greatest factions of all time.
Dog, that shit's too funny, bro. Moving on. Oh my god, that was too fucking funny. Diamond Mine, they had a match. I forget what it was, but Hickman Jiro, no, the Creed brothers. This was the start of the show. The Creed brothers had a match with Imperium, and I was very excited about this because I was just like, just a week ago, they was just beating up jobbers, running through motherfuckers. Last week, there was a singles match showing us what they could do dolo, and they're in the ecosystem. They're in the real beater division, not just beating up no jobbers and no shit. So I was very happy to see Diamond Mine go up against Imperium. Imperium was the match.
Did you see Fabian Eichner squat that man? That's insane.
Did you see Bartel fucking uppercut the shit out of one of the Creed brothers?
I gotta figure out which one's which.
I'm never gonna figure it out.
I think Julius is the thicker one. Pause, but you know.
He did that European forearm, and that boy fucking his face winced like a motherfucker, bro.
He wasn't ready for that. Oh my god! You know what it is? You know what it is though? I think the Creed brothers work a little stiff. And I don't think they're ready for that when people are gonna start giving them receipts.
Yeah,
when they start getting receipts, they're like, oh yeah, okay, I see what's going on. I think Marcel might hit him with a little receipt, like, hey,
slow it down, playboy.
Slow it down, boy.
So I thought the match was really, really good. When Fabian Eichner squat that buddy, I was just like, okay, I like Imperium again. Yeah,
I've always been riding with Imperium.
All that I did like him. I was just like, where the fuck is Walter? Now I'm just like, Walter, he could go mind his business right now.
Mind his business. We got guys.
Did you see Malcolm Bivens upload the video where he was just like, Walter?
I will smack the Haagen-Dazs out your mouth.
He smacked the camera, and Ivy Niles just broke character easily.
Did Ivy break? I didn't see it. I gotta watch it again.
No, she's cheesing like a motherfucker.
I gotta watch it again.
Oh my god, this episode of NXT is hilarious, man.
Am I wilding or is she kind of cute? Am I bugging?
She is a pretty lady. She's a pretty lady. Tony D'Angelo has a squash match. I thought this was his best for business because he had that really ridiculously long match.
Yeah. Who was the dude name? I ain't never seen that guy before.
He's new. He was very pale.
I think his name was Stu Feng. Yeah, he was very light. That was a light man. Ru Feng. I'm sorry. RU space Feng. I don't.
Okay. All right. We'll see him again soon.
Maybe not.
Interviewer Stephanie Irving. That's the last name. She interviews Tony D'Angelo about the whereabouts of the producer, and then
you said, "Mind your business. Buy you something. Buy something nice.
Mind your business. Take this. Go get your man some Rogaine, and then forget
about it. What you doing, bro? Come on, why you do that, man? He finally got the come home. He finally got the. I don't know. That's a good question. Why is he bald? Question that need answers. I'm just happy he finally got to come back home. That's all.
Oh my god! You agree?
I'm not. If you know, you know. That's all I'm saying.
I'm very curious how where this last legend kind of like story is gonna go. I think it's very funny. He's kind of just like in his own world right now. Andre Church versus Odyssey Jones. I thought this match was just as bad as the one that they had in the breakout tournament, but there's a lot more character stuff this time around. But this match still stinks. So
I didn't realize Andre Chase was a Bravado brother until I looked it up earlier today. I was like, "Where's this guy from?"
You posted that, and I was just like, "What the fuck is the Bravado brother?"
They were like in like the early 2010s, like they were kind of like on the indies doing shit.
Is the other brother okay?
I think he's retired.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Sorry. I watched the WCW pay-per-view and I'm just like, is that dude alive? Before I start slandering. But yeah, I thought the match was whatever. He has his own little section. I thought that was cool.
I want a t-shirt.
Character, but the sweater,
No, I want the T-shirt. I know he burned up in that sweater. What did you say? The sweater's kind of hard.
Yeah, that boy, that was hyperventilating. What?
Better than me. I'm not wearing no sweater in the ring. Shawn Michael, come to me with that. Come on, dog. I ain't doing that. You know how it is under the
sweater
lights.
in Florida, bro. Come on, now.
That's what I'm saying.
But I like that he has a little section. But yeah, the shirt and the sweater. Shit hard. WWE.
I need to come around.
Come around? What you mean? Did I say it was trash last time?
Yeah, you said it was trash.
Well, shit. Pretty cool. And that is it for NXT, man.
You forgot about Joe Gracie / bald nigga as you put on the docket.
My bad.
Joe Gacy talking to Harlan through the window pane like he was like it was Weebay
Buddy Coleman.
Yeah. For some reason. I guess
Ball nigga hit that Where's Wallace?
I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know, dog.
It's starting to get a deeper plot, but I don't care. I never cared for the plot. Everybody's waiting for this, like, this sort of character to hit that, like that, that creepy gear. But I'm just like, do we really find this part interesting? Like, I don't.
I'm interested to see Harlan in the ring. He's had a lot of hype for about a year now. I feel like I want to see what this guy's about.
Christ.
Niggas was calling him Baby Brock Lesnar.
Robert O'Neill Twitter, please make it make sense, bruh. Because if he's trash, I'm coming back to Twitter.
It doesn't matter. They're gonna ironically cheer for him anyway.
Yeah.
Or not.
You're in too deep. Can't lie now. you can't admit you're wrong now. But yeah, that is it for NXT. Unless I missed something.
This is a silly episode of NXT and a silly episode of this fucking podcast. What are we doing?
Yes, this is a really good episode. We're gonna get into the AEW stuff. I was there.
You were there,
and I had a good time. I own a CM Punk shirt.
We're going in depth, in depth.
We're going real in depth. I was there, so I had a lot to say about Rampage, AEW, and then the second Rampage taping. Holy fuck, the crowd burnout was real. But we'll get to that right now.
Tony were to call me and ask for any advice, here's what it would be. Shut up and wrestle, dude. Just put out the best product you can, and you've proven you can. Focus on that. Now, this is weird coming from me, right? The guy who challenged Vince McMahon, the guy who did gave away their finishes, right? So people are listening to this and going, yeah, but that's him.
The young Tony. Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
But here's the difference. I was actually competing with him. I was going head to head, real head to head. Like, my show started at the same time his show started each and every week.
Rampage. The buy-in. Dun, dun, dun. Which it was cool. I would getting to the arena early was nice. It was cool.
The arena didn't look too big. How big is that arena?
It is not big.
Yeah, but it seemed like a small. The crowd sounded like it's. You know what it sounded like? It sounded like NXT when it was in Full Sail.
Yeah, that's
maybe a little bit louder, but it kind of sounded like that.
So when Justin sent me the link to an article talking about like, the AEW tickets for Miami are not selling. And then I had to kind of break it down. It's just like, there's not a lot of wrestling venues here, nor wrestling stuff. So WWE is the only thing that's running out of the former American Airlines. Nobody's doing anything at the Arch Center, which I thought AEW was at, but it's James L. Knight. Arch Center is where orchestras and ballets and plays happen. I thought AEW was going to be there, but ROH likes to run out of the War Memorial Auditorium, which is a large cafeteria size. No disrespect. There's a couple indies here. Thunderplex, which would be a small gym. Teddy Long's promotion.
Teddy Long's a promotion?
Yeah, it's called Fighting Evolution Wrestling, and they run out of the Coral Springs High School gym.
That's the most E-Fed name I've ever heard.
Yes. And then when MLW does shows, they would either also do the War Memorial Center, same as ROH. But the most recent show they did, it was like at the Jewish something. I forget which building it is. And that building, it might as well just been wrestling in a church, honestly. So the James L. Knight, not that big, and it was empty in there.
Was it?
Yeah. If I would turn around,
nobody behind you. You had some decent seats. You had some decent seats.
Yeah, and it was, man, I had some decent seats, and somebody tried to hit me with the Sting gift, and I was just like, I'm not even on the second level,
I saw that.
Like, what?
I saw that. I was like, that's not Sting worthy.
And the James L. Knight is like as big as like a high school auditorium, or like where they would host a TED Talk. Like, it's not big.
It looked like the on screen. You can tell it was a small area. It was fun, but I will say, it was fun. It sounded loud. The crowd was very. They were active.
Dog, if they were in the art center, it would have looked bad. If it was at where I thought it would be, it would have looked really bad. But the venue is not that big. It's connected to a hotel, which I think that's where all the wrestlers were staying at. Because after Rampage finished, all the wrestlers just started like walking towards the elevator that was like in the hotel lobby.
Oh, okay.
It was just like, damn, no security, no nothing. Y'all out here raw dogging it.
They don't need no security.
That's crazy, bro.
Grown man.
But yeah, it was nice seeing the wrestlers and stuff like that. It's nice to see wrestling live. I'm not gonna. This is not gonna be the usual AEW like banter because for Rampage, I know how I feel. Show. Yeah, and I know how I feel about AEW. So it was just like, I'm not going to try to bring that energy out with the friend I was with. So I was kind of just absorbing their like commentary and shit like that. And they had a good time. So I had a good time.
Yeah, it looked like, I honestly keep it stacked. The buy-in, fun. It was a fun card. I was cool with Ty Conti, Santana Garrett. I'm be honest with you. Santana Garrett.
yanking the collar, bro.
It's been years. She's not improved.
Even
NXT couldn't save her.
Yeah,
nobody can say that. Like, she don't got it, bro. I'm sorry. Ty Conti.
Even my friends was just like, oh.
You don't know about that one?
Yeah. We got there early enough for dark and stuff like that. I'm really gonna talk about their experience more than mine, honestly. Yeah. They really liked the 6 women tag that took place on Dark, which was like Nyla Rose, Amy Sakura.
They just posted the graphic on
it was
Twitter.
Nyla Rose, Amy Sakura, and then like somebody else, Diamante,
yep,
versus Rio Mizunami, which I didn't know she was there, but it was cool to see her there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Red Velvet, and then somebody I'd never seen before, so that's fine. They liked Nyla Rose a lot. They knew Nyla Rose, which was like,
they knew Nyla Rose.
Yeah, that was very shocking to me. They said that they did like research before.
Oh, you talking, it was Kylan King's the other person.
Yeah, I have no idea who she is. She said she did research before, but it was
a little
just
research.
Like, she wants nothing but WWE stuff because she thought we were still going to a WWE event. I showed her the ticket. And she still said it was WWE. She posted a story and she still tagged WWE.
Yeah, when you showed me that screenshot, I was crying.
I thought it was really fun. I wasn't gonna correct her at all. And it's funny. And it's so funny because in that picture you see the AEW dark graphic in the background. But she loved all the women stuff. Everything that had women, she loved it. All her attention were hyper focused. This
is what I'm talking about. I know we're gonna talk about it, but they're over there bragging about having the male 18 to 49 demo or whatever the fuck. Like, yo, women want to watch it. Like, women want to enjoy the show and see other women out there. Put the women out there, bro. I really, really hope this TBS tournament turn shit around. I really do. I sincerely do. I hope that like he
and on it
gives more room for women to come out on TV.
Seriously, after like watching her reaction to all the women's matches, even if like they weren't that great, like she still liked the Ty Conti and Santana Garrett joint. I think I would say she liked the six women tag more, but
There's better workers in there, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Her being just like, oh, I liked all the women stuff, and then like when it was male stuff, it was kind of just like whatever to her. It just echoes my sentiment that like what we just said, like women like wrestling if they see women on there.
It's like black people like wrestling when they see other black wrestlers on it. You know what I mean? Representation matters. Is what we've been saying, bro.
It's kind of fucking nuts, don't you think?
Yeah.
Well, what else happened? So the buy-in.
Lee Moriarty, Bobby Fish.
Okay. We went to go get snacks and use the bathroom.
Hey, I don't blame you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bobby Fish is the most generic guy in a sea of generic guys already there. Like if it wasn't for Undisputed Era, Loki, keep it a stack. You think You think they signed Bobby Fish because of Adam Cole? You think Adam Cole they gonna sign my man's?
Absolutely. Excalibur connection.
Oh, they close. Was he a PWG guy?
Yeah.
Bobby Fish was a PWG. Okay, I don't know.
Well, he did frequent stops in PWG.
Okay, I don't remember.
So PWG connection obviously got him there. But yeah, we went to get snacks and stuff like that because I thought they were gonna start with Bryan Danielson and Miro Suzuki for the buy-in because I thought they were crazy like that. So Tony Khan, it's Miami, bro.
They wanted to lead the main show in with the Bryan Danielson.
So she was just like, I need to use the bathroom. It was like, oh, we can get snacks too. But I said, hold on. Let's see if Bryan Danielson comes out. As soon as we heard Bobby Fish theme, I said, yeah, let's go.
Also, side note, Lee Moriarty's music, fucking terrible. I don't know what that shit is. It sounds fucking terrible. Ew. Change that, please. I hope that Mikey Ruckus guy didn't make that because that is
not great. But yeah, we went to go use the bathroom and stuff like that.
We can skip that because the match was very fine.
It was always going to be.
It's fine.
It's crazy when you just have forced shit like that out there.
But the real match.
Hey.
They were getting it in over there.
They was getting it in over there. So a little pre-story. There's gonna be a lot of these. So we were getting ready to go, and then she was just like, "Oh, Daniel Bryan's gonna be there," and then I was just like, "Yeah, he is." And then he was like, "Oh, Brie Bella husband, right?" And I was just like, "Yeah, that Total Diva connection. It's crazy how that reality show works." Mm-hmm. She was so excited to see this motherfucker. It was kind of nuts.
All she knows is the guy on the goofy guy on the show. She didn't even know the wrestler. She didn't even see the dude in the ring yet.
She knows, like, obviously he retired due to concussion stuff and stuff like that, and then him coming back. But she just knows him as like the crazy wacky vegan dude.
Yeah.
So when he was in there with Miro Suzuki and they were just like kicking each other and shit, she was like going like ooh ooh ooh, like getting anxiety and shit like that.
Nigga, I was going ooh.
Yeah, they was hitting each other hard as fuck. I would say, I don't know. It's weird watching because I haven't seen wrestling live in a really long time. Yeah. So when Miro Suzuki was like doing like one of the submissions, we legitimately couldn't see shit. And like the ref was like blocking us a lot. Like
that sucks.
The ref was blocking a lot. So there was just like a lot of just like, well, we can't see, so on our phones or like they don't
have like a screen up top or nothing like that.
No. AEW's production for that show, dog shit.
Really?
We did. There's no TV to show us, camera view like they would do at a WWE show. Some segments did not air in the arena. What is it? Miscue. Well, there was miscues, but never when it really mattered. So that was that was perfect. whenever commentators would come out, they'd be like, "Oh, Taz is coming," and then like his Titantron's playing, but his music's not, and then his music cuts late, and he's already out, and he sit down, and they're just like, Chris Jericho, who's gonna be doing that's your spoiler. Chris Jericho's on commentary for Rampage next week.
Cool.
Jericho comes out, his Titantron's playing, but Taz music is still
playing. Oh no.
And they're just like, Jericho's not sitting down until Judas plays.
As he should.
So everybody's just like, hey, hurry up and fix it so we can sing along. And it just like took forever to happen. So very embarrassing. But Bryan Danielson and Miro Suzuki was really, really great. I would say that the only thing that was just like kind of taking me out of it, just like being there, was like the rest spots that they were taking whenever they would like kick each other and just like lay down.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
The 45 seconds that they like were taking like laying down felt like 2 minutes too long. That's just like how I felt in the arena, but I really thought the match was like fantastic.
It was the second best match of this week. I only have one match ahead of it, and that was the NXT UK main event from this week, because I think that was a better match. But
I want to see the match again, but like from
so
I can see like everything.
Yeah, it was great. It was fit. I mean, it's Minoru Suzuki versus Bryan. Bryan right now, he's on a different level. I keep saying this every week. AEW needed him bad, because like the way his style is tailor-made for like what AEW needs right now in that main event spot.
Like I've always said about AEW, I usually say it when around the conversation about Kenny Omega. You could even play the tapes back, but Bryan Danielson brought the level of competition that AEW needs. Mm-hmm. They needed a legitimately good worker like him.
Yeah.
He can truly uplift anybody he's in a match with. Unfortunately, Kenny Omega can't do that, and that's just not a slight to him. It's just, a lot of these guys are green as shit.
I think Bryan Danielson is very few people who could do what he does and pull a good match out of anybody. Like there's certain people, like I make the joke all the time. Like if I stepped in the ring with Daniel Bryan with the knowledge of wrestling that I know, we could probably have a 3-star match. Low key, with the very minimal I know about being in the ring. I think there's certain people. It's him, Ric Flair in his prime, obviously not like later on, but like Brett, and that's probably it. There's very few guys who I know who like they could take a good match out of anybody.
I think somebody just to also just say who I think that I could possibly have a great match with. Bryan Danielson, of course, I think he's fantastic. Zack Sabre Jr., I think that would be really cool as well. In May, Brock Lesnar.
You gonna throw your little ass around.
Hey, I'm not saying these matches gonna go long, but they'll all be shorter than 9 minutes, baby.
you gonna toss your little ass around.
Hey, I could spike Dudley like a motherfucker. I could die, and I will. We both thought the match was fantastic. That was her first time ever seeing Bryan Danielson wrestle, of course, and she loved it.
Yeah, for sure. How was it? How was the crowd reaction? Like, I'm gonna ask you that for all the matches going forward. Like, what was the crowd reaction?
Okay.
Like when Suzuki came out,
everybody did the song.
You did the Kaze Nare. Bryan got a good pop. He had a real good pop. It sounded like. Yeah. When he came out.
I'm gonna answer your question like all together. I'll say this. Everybody got an okay reaction. The only people that didn't get an okay reaction would be Tay Conti and Santana Garrett, Penelope Ford, and Karen Hogan.
Fair.
And that's about it. Like I wasn't really paying attention to this shit in dark because not everybody was even there.
Yeah, I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but one particular pop I thought was crazy loud. I'm not even sure if it was Dynamite. It was Dynamite, so I'm skipping really far. The Mr. Sacco spot.
The crowd
went crazy.
I went crazy for it as well because I saw the song come up and I was just like, does he do a mandible claw? I'm not sure.
I don't think
he put the sock on.
I said, weird.
Yeah. They went crazy for that.
That was loud. I said, "Oh shit!" I popped for it too. I ain't gonna lie, that got me. I wasn't ready. I was like, "Oh, okay." I hope he keeps doing that. Honestly, if Mick Foley gave him the blessing to do that, I hope he keeps doing it. I'm cool with
that. Despite how crazy, Mick Foley's been talking and shit like that, I like the Mr. Socko.
Yeah, it's something to bring. It hasn't been seen in what, probably like years. Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, anyway. that got a crazy pop. CM Punk got multiple crazy pops. Of course. It was CM Punk, but I thought it was crazy because CM Punk comes out, and then I didn't see him go. Like, I didn't see where he went. Like, he kind of just like disappeared. Like, I couldn't see him around the commentary shit or anything. So I was just like, did these niggas really just, monkey wheeled them out and then put him backstage?
No, he was doing commentary.
He was doing commentary.
He was doing commentary.
I didn't see him the whole.
You couldn't see him? Oh, you really
couldn't see him.
Oh, yeah. No, he was doing commentary. He had a couple little funny little jokes here and there.
Yeah.
You know how Punk do.
Mm-hmm.
But it was one awkward moment where he was like, when it was Kiera Hogan versus Tay Conti, he was like, "I'm gonna ask the obvious. It probably has been answered, but like, is she related to the other Hogan?" And it was so awkward because you could tell JR and Shivani were like, they didn't want to say, "Oh, why you bringing him up for?"
Yeah. But yeah, what's next? Obviously, I was at the show, so I wasn't taking notes, and then my phone died at some point.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know the exact order of what shit happened. I'm gonna go off the matches and kind of remember shit that happened in between. We can start on Rampage. Rampage starts off with Matt Sydal versus CM Punk. You had some feelings about this.
Yeah, I had some really strong thoughts about this one because this whole night we haven't seen any high flyers. So, CM Punk coming out. My friend had no idea who CM Punk was, so I thought that was very funny.
That's very cool. Well, if you think about it, Total Divas aired when he like retired, so
nah, but sense. I thought that was really funny because I was just like, CM Punk, he had like a small thing in like UFC or whatever, and she literally Googled him in her seat, and she was like, never heard of him. And I thought that was hilarious because she was going ape shit for Brian. Just moments earlier, real star, Total Diva connection. I'm telling you, this shit crazy.
Mainstream.
But yeah, we haven't seen any high flyers all night, so I was like, waiting to see their reaction when. Maybe he does like some flips or senton or any shit like that. And Matt Sydal just didn't do any of that.
But he don't do that stuff no more, though. He's been stopped doing that like 10 years ago.
And I was actually going to tell you like when he stopped doing this because I don't remember him not being like. I guess I never really been paying attention to his matches. Though.
I think like post WWE he kind of stopped doing that after the Evan Bourne thing. It seemed like he getting older. He been wrestling since like 2003. Like.
I guess he stopped when he debuted at AEW and then fucking bunked his neck right on it. But nah, so I kind of just set myself up for that expectation. It was just like, oh, it'd be cool to see Punk do his thing against like a high flyer, especially somebody who experiences Matt Sydal. But in this match, very slow. I thought Matt Sydal was certainly like holding himself back for Punk. I felt like he could move way faster than that.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And Punk was trying to be #explosive after Roman's comments earlier that day that came out, and I think the Complex article, right?
Yeah, I think it was in the Complex one.
Yeah,
he was talking that shit.
Yeah, he was talking cash. We gonna I'm gonna add that today in the trenches.
That might be Patreon talk.
Yeah, okay.
We can make that Patreon talk.
Sorry, folks. If you want to hear us talking about Roman Reigns smoking CM Punk, go over to patreon.com/the A Show RNC, and then you can hear me and Quan talk about it. But I thought the match was, I thought the match was standard. Honestly, I wasn't very impressed here. My friend kind of wasn't either. I think the sudden GTS, the sudden counter to the GTS, she liked that. So it's cool. I thought it was cool.
I'm with you on some parts, but I do think I'm still giving CM Punk a little credit because this is only his fifth match. I think he's starting to get a little bit more comfortable.
When is the all right? Come on, bruh. Like how many matches until it's just like all right? What's really cracking? I'm just asking.
To the end of the year. I'm giving to the end of the year.
To the end of the year.
He had like 7 years
that's
off.
Fine,
bro.
that's fine.
It's the end of the year. So right. So
I'm just asking.
he looked comfortable out there. He's starting to look more comfortable than he did initially. So I like
I'll
that.
say that. Yeah.
I feel like he's starting to get back in his groove, which is cool. Maybe outside of the match is standard. I don't. What was the finish? What even happened?
Matt Sydal tried to do something. I think he tried to do like a crossbody or some shit, and then CM Punk like countered it into the GTF.
Okay, yeah, it was I rated it decently enough. I think I gave it a 3.25 or some shit.
Yeah, it was cool. I liked it. I will agree with you. It was okay. Like I wasn't really that down on it. I just thought it was very standard. That's about it. And
good little TV match.
Yeah, and my thing is, I don't know if I just want standard matches from Punk. I kind of hold him to a higher standard. But you are right. 7 years out the game. But
7 years out the game.
I definitely think that he was more comfortable in there because he's in there with somebody experienced as Matt Sydal.
All I'm saying is this, right? When Jay-Z retired after the Black Album, when he came back after a couple of years, he dropped Kingdom Come. All right. Kingdom Come was just, it was bad to I. And then right after Kingdom Come, I think it was American Gangster. Sometimes you gotta give a little time to warm up.
I like the Darby Allin match, so you can't talk about me warming up.
that was Show Me What You Got. And then after that, I went on to.
I liked it. I would say the Will Hobbs matches where I was just like, oh, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, he's not ready. He's not ready to wrestle guys who aren't primed.
He's not ring general right now.
Yeah, he's not ring general Punk yet. You gotta ease into that. Anyway,
yeah, what happened?
A real ring general, Destination Ruby Soho, and my favorite, the Bunny. They love putting the Bunny on TV, bro. She's on TV.
She is the Rampage All-Star.
Bunny. I'm gonna see how many matches she's had on TV. Only 11, but I feel like it's been like 20 of them. I swear she's on TV every single week.
Because of her little stupid ass feud with Anna Jay, now like too fucking long. But it's crazy. These AEW women matches are really good when you can see them in full.
Commercial in a way.
Yeah,
because I got a commercial. Because I got a commercial. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Because I thought the Bunny brought her fucking working boots tonight.
Okay.
I thought she was killing it out there. Hey, it's Brian Danielson versus Miro Suzuki, Ruby Soho versus the Bunny in a very close second.
Honestly, that's my second highest rated matches of that night. So I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. It was a pretty good match.
And even my friend, she liked Ruby Soho. She looked different from all the other women. So it was just like,
was it Ruby Soho on Total Divas?
I don't know.
I thought she was.
But she liked the Punk look, and she liked that her pants only had like the one full leg.
Yeah, that's hard.
But nah, this match was actually really, really good. If I had to like say like best, AEW women's matches of the year, this is probably.
I won't go that far. Wasn't the Lights Out match this year?
Yeah. No.
That wasn't this year?
I don't think so.
When the hell was that?
I don't fucking. Okay, I keep it real. Can you look it up really quick? But like obviously it would be Lights Out this a close second because I can't even think of a third women's match.
Yeah, that was this year, bro.
That was in March.
That was in March for the St. Patrick's Day Slam.
Yeah, that was good. That was a really good match.
That was a fantastic match. One of the best matches of the year. All right, next up. Okay, we know what. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it now because I don't remember exactly when shit happened.
Mm-hmm.
No, never mind. Those things happen on Dynamite, so we can keep going. I lied. Anyway, last match on Rampage was the Inner Circle versus the Men of the Year in Junior Dos Santos. Okay. What did you think of Junior Dos Santos in the ring? I thought it was fine. Yeah, I don't know how much training he's had like in ring wrestling wise, but he seemed fine enough for what he had to do.
Yeah. What he had to do, he did a stellar stuff and great stuff in his role. I thought he was way more useful in the match than Jake Hager. Did you notice that he wasn't in the match he was in a match for like a total of like 75 seconds?
Sounds amazing.
Like
how it should be.
Yeah, like as soon as he tagged out, he was never in the match again, and I thought that was so fucking funny. AEW tag matches, just like in TV, they're very hard to keep up with. because nobody's tagging.
Shit going on.
There's a bunch of shit going on. Nobody's tagging, and it's even more distracting when you can see like people going like stuff that would be off camera, but like I can clearly
see them walking to their spots.
Yeah, I can see this man clearly trying to cheat right now.
Yeah. Who was the ref? Was Rick Knox the match? Was Rick Knox the ref?
Most likely.
He's on
Rick Knox got booed.
No, it might have been Rensburg. I think Rensburg did all the Rampage.
Any referee that wasn't Aubrey Edwards
in the boo treatment,
was getting booed. And whenever Aubrey Edwards was come out, Justin Roberts was just like make a grand entrance of it, and I was just like, hey, she's not that cool, bro. Also, we're not on TV, bro. Relax.
Fine.
Yeah, the match was fine. It was whatever.
Sammy Guevara had a great hot tag. He's slowly joining in the running. He's behind Angelo Dawkins. He's behind a couple people, but he's up there. I think Dawkins has the best hot tag in wrestling currently. Dawkins hot tag, crowd get hot. What's homeboy from MSK?
Shit, either one of them. They both be alternating.
Yeah, they both got a fire hot tag. They both got great hot tag, but Dawkins, don't sleep on Dawkins' hot tag.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying putting Sammy all the way up there.
John Silver has a really good one too.
He is. I would put him. I would put him over. I'll put him over Sammy.
Yeah, I would too. I'm saying Sammy's up there slowly. He's getting there because he had a little cool little frenzy of offense. I was fucking with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The arena was fucking with it.
Yeah, they love Sammy. It's fine.
But yeah, the match was okay.
I don't remember much about this match. I still don't really care about Ethan Page or Scorpio Sky.
Oh, absolutely not. I think American Top Team is way cooler than them.
Yeah,
it's just like whatever.
Yeah, Dan Lambert's way more interesting than those two guys are.
Yeah,
we'll get to that when they went on Dynamite.
Men of the Year aren't needed here. It's
low key.
It's not Men of the Year and American Top Team with Dan Lambert. It's Dan Lambert's American Top Team
featuring featuring
it's like the featuring DJ Khaled, but like they're not saying anything. Men of the Year are not needed, but I thought that they got the heel. They mastered getting the heel heat, but in AEW fashion, post match beatdown, which there was several.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. And then the the baby faces was like getting rocking, and then no more of that, and then it's whatever. I don't know. It did not leave the crowd happy.
Shout out to Junior Dos Santos. I think he did a fine job for his first. I'm assuming that was his first match. Was his first match? Has he done anything? Yeah, let me go double check just in case. But night one of your night out, your wrestling weekend.
It was a lot of shit. Yo, when people tweet or like say that the crowd like they like died down or they'll be dead, that is like for real, like really, really true. Because they did the double taping for the second night, and dog, they got to be for real.
They worn out.
We have to like somebody backstage has to be like, yo, we have to stop doing this because like the crowd is like dead, bruh.
I think it's because of the weekend thing. It was kind of like I don't know because of the Saturday show kind of fucked it up.
If I'm not gonna watch Rampage again because I already seen these matches, but if the crowd is loud, that's cap.
It's
cap.
Fudge to the let me see the Rampage. Okay.
Rampage.
That was the first match.
Spoilers for Rampage next week.
I want to see it. They already announced. They announced what the match was going to be. They announced Pac versus Andrade.
You want to know the result?
I don't. I want to watch it live. I want to watch it. And they announced Cody versus Malachi Black 3 for next week's Dynamite. So I don't know if you saw that or not. Speaking of Dynamite, let's get to Dynamite.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Starts off Dante Martin with Leo Rush, aka as Punk deemed him, Bitcoin Barry, against Malachi Black. I like this match. I like the match, the story they told. Of Dante Martin relying too much on his high flying, ultimately caused him his demise in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And
he dumb.
Yeah, exactly. It would be something a 19-year-old kid would do. He's so dependent on high flying. He had nothing else really going. He's like, I gotta go for the high flying move.
He has no other skills.
Yeah, I like that story. I'm not mad at that. That was a good story.
Yeah, I like the match as well. But is his tag partner ever coming back?
Whatever injury he had must have been really even on the even on commentary, like, yeah, it was a pretty he's gonna be out for a while. He's been hurt for a minute, so whatever happened to him has been bad.
The Rich Holland special, bro. Like, what happened to this
I don't know what happened to him, but I know he'd be backstage at the shows, so I know he's like I think he's on his feet at least. So whatever, I don't remember what his injury was.
He backstage at the dog. AEW be killing me, bro.
I mean,
his leg hanging.
He's celebrating.
Bone,
he's celebrating his brother's success. Let that man cook. What do you think of the match, though?
The match was good. I liked it. Alistair Malachi's black theme. It's even worse live.
I like his theme. You don't like his theme?
No.
I was very upset. Someone told me that he doesn't run to the spot or go to the entrance when the lights go out. I assumed he did a full on sprint. I heard he did. You did the full on sprint?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could kind of see it in the arena, like.
Yeah, you can. I know you can see it in the arena because it's a lot brighter. It's a lot brighter. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess for TV, somebody really be putting the lens cap on because it's not that dark in there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it could look darker on the TV for sure. That's why it looks cooler. But I just imagine him like sprinting to the next spot before the lights come back on.
Yeah, that is absolutely what happened.
That makes it even funnier.
He sit down. They did the lights thing, shut black, and then he like ran to the turnbuckle, did the pose, and then ended up in the ring. It's kind of all one fluid motion. It's not as grandiose when I think about it anymore. When I see it on TV now.
I wish we could at least got to see his entrance one time in WWE. Because I'm assuming the entrance he's doing now would have been the entrance he would have doing in WWE. And I'm so glad
with the no man is
he had new music before. He had new music by then already. So he already switched his music by then. Ball Leave. That's still on my gym playlist. But yeah, like I'd imagine with all the I keep saying all the stuff that he's doing in AEW, I'm assuming he was gonna do that on SmackDown with Big E anyway. Like that was the plan. So I mean, it's cool, but I think it would have been cooler with WWE production. I think they just do it better. Honestly, that's not even like some kind of AEW versus. It's just facts. Like WWE production is like 10 times better than whatever AEW. You can complain about camera cuts all you want, this and that. I get it. I'm with you. But like,
I was at AEW. They didn't even have the camera angles on the Titantron up for the people to see. The money's in WWE's hand here, so it is what it is. And then obviously, like you kind of alluded to earlier, Leo Rush is telling Dante Martin, like, bro, listen to me, man, what's wrong with you?
Did you see the face he made, the little meme that popped up?
Yeah.
That was good.
And then we're gonna see Leo Rush and Dante Martin be in a tag team, and then we'll see.
That'd be cool. I'm cool with that. That's a cool team. Yeah. Next up, Inner Circle reunites.
Whatever.
Santana Ortiz was handling business on Dark in Orlando, so Universal Studios. So they didn't have time to help out their Inner Circle friends until this week.
They were just like, we was out there handling business. For sure,
Dark, chilling, wrestling, wrestling Luther and Serpentico.
And WWE be treating us like we stupid. All right,
man. Yeah. So they reunite. Jericho has a little promo. I think Jager says something. Then Dan Lambert, America Top Team, and the fighters. Jericho cuts off Dan. First of all, Dan Lambert couldn't get a fucking word out because god damn they were booing.
You're talking about this segment, Brad. I don't know what was said. This man was getting booed out the building. He's from Miami. He's the only true heel in AEW, bro.
And he's from Miami. They booed him in his hometown like that. I said, "Oh my goodness." What did this look?
He is good at what he fucking do.
That man is good. Sometimes he gets a little mag on me, but it's fine. Jericho retorted. He almost went full. He almost went full 1999, 2000.
Yeah,
call it on the Stephanie McMahon. Call it. He was like 1 inch away from. He's like for 1 second away from calling Paige Van Zandt a trash bag hoe. It was like slow.
Yeah.
We were creeping.
It was
over
slowly
there.
getting there, and then I was just like, I mean, she wasn't the one that was like really beating you up. You wasn't talking about any of the dudes.
No, she put hands on him. I think she put hands on him.
But he was really just like trashing her, and I was just like, you scared of the other niggas?
He brought it back to the essence. He wasn't trashing Triple H. He was going for Stephanie. Hager got cooked by Dan Lambert. He said he said he had to step through. He had to take a step forward and put something about his big old head. It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sammy Guevara finished off the promo with "We're gonna kick your ass" or whatever.
Yeah, a fiery babyface.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a 5-on-5 tag team match. I'm assuming for Full Gear, probably. Interested to see who will be on American Top Team. I'm assuming it'll be Men of the Year.
The rest of them. The rest of the guys.
Masvidal and who's the other one? And Paige Van Zandt's husband, whoever the fuck he is.
I don't know who. I really don't know who these ones are. I don't think there's a lot of crossover appeal with American Top.
I know who Junior Dos Santos is. Them other guys, I don't know who them other people are. Next up, Lucha Bros defend their AAA Tag Team Championships against a mass tag team, Friends of Andrade. So they come out. You obviously didn't hear this on TV, but like as soon as they came out, Punk was like, "Yeah, that's FTR." So I appreciate they didn't try to act like we were fucking stupid and didn't realize who it was. I didn't know who it was for like the first like 2 minutes. I was like, who is that? I was like, oh, it is FTR. So yeah, it was obviously FTR.
I was looking at them and then I was just like, oh, like who are they like similarly like built to?
Yeah.
And I thought they were gonna like take the mask off during the entrance, but they didn't. So I was just like, oh, okay, I'm expecting a swerve here.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
It's very similar to 2000. I don't know if you ever remember that when Edge and Christian wrestled as the Los Conquistadors to win the tag team championship from the Hardy Boys at No Mercy 2000. That's so weird that I remember exactly what pay-per-view that was because I have like
knowing exactly what pay-per-view it was kind of insane, but I know Edge and Christian did that.
Definitely remember Mercy 2000 because I remember I was watching that on my illegal cable and Kurt Angle won the championship that day. And I was 10. I was 11. I was like, 10. I was 10 years old. I was like, I can't believe
10 with illegal cable?
I can't believe
The Wire?
I can't believe Kurt Angle beat The Rock. Blew my mind. I was like, who is this guy? But anyway, FTR, Lucha Bros have honestly, it was a cool match. It wasn't like, what did I rate it? I give it 3.5. It was a cool little match. Typical FTR. I love Ray Phoenix's little comebacks he had. That kind of that last stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the finish. What was the finish?
I think
I know Tully came out. Tully came out and then Tully hit Phoenix with the belt.
Mm-hmm. There was just like a a lot of fuckery, but yeah, somebody got hit with the belt and then they kept it off.
I'm interested to see FTR in AAA. That's gonna be
This is
okay.
This is the worst possible thing they could have done. You really about to have the no flips, just fists. Please hold your ropes when you make a tag.
I kind of like
guys.
that. I like that. It's very like
for AEW, what fucking ever. For AAA, come on.
That's what I like about it because they're gonna be full on. They're gonna go. They could be crazy heel heat for them. I'd imagine if they're not doing anything, they're just working a regular old kind of like.
If somebody tags in and then he like pushes the back, go no.
He didn't hold the rope.
That rope.
Dog,
I think that that should be interesting.
How was it live? How'd you feel about it?
Live, I love seeing the Lucha Brothers live. I think I've seen them in Miami more than any other wrestler. They're fantastic. They're great. FCR kind of just whatever. It is what it is. I don't really remember much of the match. I'm gonna be really real, but the story implications of whatever the fuck this is going to be going forward instantly got negated later on in the night because when they filmed Rampage, they have a segment and the Lucha Bros kind of just came out like they didn't lose anything.
Okay. Next up, John Moxley not beat that little dork up in 30 seconds as he should be beaten up. What'd you think?
The crowd was more invested in which doorway Moxley was going to come out from than this match.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Look, I asked him on Twitter multiple times, what do people see in Wheeler Yuta that I'm seeing? Because this guy is lame. I'm sorry. His gear is lame. He looks lame. He had no personality. You put them with the three of the most charismatic people in the company, still no personality. He's like, he's a guy.
It's so weird. He don't cut promos.
I don't think I ever heard him talk.
There's no video package.
But
Daniel Garcia shows up and you give him goddamn like 30 video packages with .0 and several matches with Moxley in them.
But Daniel Garcia is like good. At least from what I've seen, I haven't seen shit.
He's good, but they were giving him way more than they gave Wheeler Yuta, and he didn't even have a match yet. Remember his debut, bruh?
No,
it was with the Three Kings of AEW.
He didn't even sting like a second match. That's crazy.
Yeah,
nigga sting off the rip. Yeah, I'm sorry, Wheeler Yuta. I mean, I was fine. As soon as I saw this match happen,
this match sucks.
I mean, it was a squash. AEW rarely does squashes, so I think this is. I gotta imagine this is leading to Moxley getting a little more heelish because it seemed like it.
I mean, he was facing a.
I'm saying the way he just squashed dude and just walked off, like it just seemed kind of heelish, like getting a little more edgy.
Yeah,
he going through it. New father, he's stressed out. I don't know.
I don't care for heel Moxley.
Yeah, Moxley. He's kind of just treading water right now.
What are those promos even going to be like?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just going to be the same thing, but he just like talk shit about like a baby face instead? Is that all it's going to be?
We'll see. Next up, Dark Order versus the Super Click. How was the Adam Cole pop? The boom sounded loud.
They made sure that they did the boom. Like people in the audience were making sure that other people did the boom.
Yeah, you gotta make sure.
That's how like, you know.
So people haven't figured out the exact timing yet. The exact timing of the boom yet.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried to figure it out slowly. We're getting there.
Being there, I realized that the theme says, "Here comes da 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 da," and then he does the boom. So that kind of makes it funny when he debuted and nobody did the boom when the song is telling you when to do it.
It's weird. I don't know. I forgot to add. I'm reading on Bleacher Report. They didn't really talk about earlier in the night. Jungle Boy was doing an interview and then he got jumped. Him and Luchasaurus got jumped by the Elite. They got powerbomb through it. They referenced the powerbomb through the table. They couldn't help
never
themselves.
Let it go. Yeah, couldn't help themselves. And
so that was that.
And you know what's so funny? Matt Jackson looking straight at the camera while they're beating him up. Oh my God, meme worthy, ain't it? Oh, these niggas is fucking clowns, son.
Match was honestly, the match was pretty fun. It was a fun little 6-man. I didn't rate it too highly, but it was a fun little 6-man tag match. Like I said earlier, the pop of the night was the Mr. Sacco spot, which was surprise. The surprise. I did like the spot where they did the stupid little running thing, kiss Adam Cole, and then John Silver and Reynolds was one kissing Cole, and he's like had the shock face. I figured they were gonna do that spot so soon. I knew that spot was eventually gonna come. I think they were gonna do it so soon, but I figured it'd be like a pay-per-view spot or something like that. But it was the match was fine. A lot of typical Adam Cole, Young Bucks type of deal. You know what I think? I think Dark Order need to change their theme. They don't have a face theme. The music's weird. I don't like it.
I have no thoughts about Dark Order. I'm gonna be real with you.
They need to split them up. Honestly, they need to let them get split up.
I put up with them. You have to be rocking with it.
After the match, Jungle Boy comes out with a chair. Come after them. He beat Brandon Cutler's ass. And that's that on that.
Mhm.
Adam Cole still kind of feels like a lesser character. I hope they change that soon because what are we doing? Next up, MJF comes out, calls out Darby, knowing Darby's not there because they beat him up last week. Tony Khan was just disgusted on commentary. Absolutely disgusted. This thing comes out. It's snowing in Miami. Comes out.
It was cool to
MJF
see
run.
the icon.
The
But this segment sucks.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all that really happened. I don't see it on here, so I'm just gonna bring it up now. Miro, at some point in the show, I don't know when, probably around this time, had a fantastic promo. You did not see this promo.
This did not air in the arena. So when I went on Twitter and I saw everybody talking about a promo, I was just like, on Dark, on Twitter, like what y'all motherfuckers?
It was like a little quick little video package. It was basically like Miro just asking God, like, I thought I was your champion. Why would you do that to me? And then he was like, well, that what you want? You want a more vengeful champion? All right, we can take it there. That's pretty much what I can't explain how good it was. You just have to see it for yourself. I thought it might be one of the best video packages, not just in AEW, just in wrestling this year. One of the best video packages I've seen this year. I thought it was fantastic. Go out of your way to see it. I think it's Miro's best promo, I guess, if you want to call it that, in a long time. You know, it's so frustrating with Miro because, like, I think he has a look. I think his promos are good. I think he has everything until that fucking bell rings, man. And I just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what he needs to do to get to that level.
I think this is the same conversation as Kenny Omega. The level of competition is not there, so therefore he is not interested.
But he wasn't interesting in WWE either. I feel like him. I don't remember. I can't name a match he really had in WWE that was really standout. Besides the Punk, I mean not the Punk, the Cena flag match.
The Cena flag match, the AJ Styles match, but that's AJ Styles. I like the matches that he had with Roman. Some of them.
I don't remember. It was Roman though.
That's kind of, you see, that's hard though.
That's what I'm saying.
But that also just you know strengthens the argument of the level of competition is not there.
I don't know.
The level of competition is just not in AEW.
It's weird.
And then all his, you know, sort of like really good matches are with people that, you know, that have a higher, you know, skill.
Yeah, he can't be the guy. He can't be the ring general in the match. He can't be the one leading the match.
He can't be the star of the match. He ain't one.
Yeah, that's terrible. Next up, Kiera Hogan battles Penelope Ford in singles competition as a teaser for the TBS Championship. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember anything that happened in this match. I was watching this with a friend of mine, and she said immediately Kiera Hogan looks like a fake Sasha Banks, and I said, yeah. That's kind of the criticism she is.
You ain't call her, buddy. Hey, if I had to use the bathroom, I would have. The crowd was not fucking with this. So it got like damn near sexist in the crowd. It was kind of nuts. In my section, I thought it was very funny. Somebody tried to start a women's wrestling chant. Got nothing. And then same guy started chanting boring.
You trying to get something going. Have you started? Have you ever started a chant before?
No, because I don't chant at shows.
I've started a chant one time at Survivor Series 20 something. Whatever was the one that had Randy Orton versus Big Show in the main event. And they booed the shit out of it.
You led the boos, bro?
I don't remember. I led something. I definitely started to chant that show though. But I usually don't chant shit either. But yeah, I got nothing to write home about for that match. I'll be honest.
There's nothing to really talk about in this match. It's terrible. And then what's funny is that like nobody is paying attention and people are leaving their seats, and like the people that are watching it was just like, yeah, this is bad, but it's no Queen's Crown though, because all those matches are short. And I was just like, damn, the bar, like Ronald Reagan is like waving the bar, bro. Like this shit is crazy. That's the standard we hold this shit to. This match is longer than 3 minutes, so it's fine. Shit is terrible. They're slow, clunky, no goddamn what is it? No chemistry. Carol Hogan's been in the game for a really long time.
Has she? How long has she been wrestling?
I
I only heard about her like 2 years ago, I think. I want to say. I said, damn, who's that?
Can you go into a cage match and confirm that? I think she's been wrestling.
If you know, you know. Cagematch.net. I just have it open on hand. I don't know why I don't have it closed. Kiera Hogan. Let's see. Talk or something so we can don't know how.
Please tell me she's been wrestling for a really long time.
I can't even find her. Where is she? Why is she not? That's spell her name wrong. How you spell her name?
K-I.
2 R's?
No, one R.
It's 1 R. That's why I couldn't find her. Okay.
Why'd you put 2 R's? What's wrong with this guy?
Yeah, I don't know. She only had 3 pages worth, so it can't be that far back. She's been wrestling since 2015, but she didn't really get on until like 2016. So yeah.
So I'll instead of
5
cutting
years.
it, I would retract that statement and say these motherfuckers are green
5 years
as
is a good amount
fuck.
of time. 5 years is a good amount of time.
These motherfuckers green as hell. Why would you put 2 of them in the match together? Match sucks. Let's keep it pushing.
Keep it moving.
And then
From
I think
something that
Ruby
wasn't
Soho
very.
comes out at some point. I think. I don't know.
Does she? She does. She hits
yeah.
the ring, sending a physical message to Penelope Ford. I'm reading this directly off of Bleacher Report. Sending a physical message to Penelope Ford and staring down the bunny, continuing their rivalry.
Yeah, they jumped her at Rampage.
Love it or hate it, at least the company has developed a couple of secondary programs in its women's division, an area of the roster they especially needed it.
Oh, brother.
I'm with Bleacher Report on that one, actually.
Brother.
I am with Bleacher Report. I'm riding with them.
Just because they have a secondary thing is not good.
I just want them to make an effort at this point. I'm asking for effort. That's all I've been asking for. Effort. Look, everything ain't gonna be good. I just want effort from these guys. Just at least put some women on TV. And that's not just for them. I know we don't talk about main roster, but I'm the same move with Raw and SmackDown. I just want some effort. Outside of the 4 horsewomen and Bianca, none of them girls get shit. Bro, people even if you don't think Liv Morgan's the best worker in the company or whatever, she's over. Like every time she comes out, she gets a reaction. Let's get her in that ring, bro. Let's get Doudrop in a match longer than 5 minutes so people can see what she can really do out there. You know what I mean? Same way AEW.
I will say this about the main roster stuff. I always thought those women tag belts were a bad idea.
Terrible idea.
I always thought it was a bad idea. When it got on the Iconics, it solidified that statement I made when I first heard when it was even rumored about these belts. I said these belts are a bad idea.
Even when they announced it.
I was just like, are you guys sure that you want this? Are you guys sure? I think this is a bad idea.
You remember how they announced it? This man was in a Santa suit.
Yeah, and then I remember how they were sprinkling it on. Stephanie McMahon was handing out paper, WWE people were handing out paper signs that says women, we want women tag belts or whatever and shit like that. And I was just like, this is not gonna go well. The Iconics win it, and I was just like, this is going downhill.
They had it for a minute too.
This is going downhill as I expected. And then the NXT, then whatever. I was just like, whatever. I don't really care about the belts. And then the NXT thing happened, and I was just like, yep, it is continuing to support my claim.
And then the NXT tag team women's belts are also
not good. I thought it was a bad. I thought it was a bad idea to do it twice.
You did it twice.
Even worse. And
I am looking forward to the Halloween Havoc match, though. I'm hoping they can turn that around.
Yes.
Get it off with them girls.
And then when they gave it to Natty and Tamina, I said, "This is the peak of."
Yeah. You know what made that worse about that? That made Natty. Right. That made Natty and Tamina. That mean they were on every fucking show, not just on Raw, not just on SmackDown. They were on both shows every week, and you were guaranteed to see them. If you look at my list of matches, you know I keep track of shit. They're up there with the most matches
by circumstance.
I'm gonna read
high up on the roster by circumstance.
I'm gonna read you the top 5 workers who worked matches this year.
I would just say my initial statement about it is just yes, a women's secondary feud is great, but I just think that the women that they're utilizing to do this secondary thing is not good, and they have a plethora of women to choose from, and this goes for both companies, to have great secondary stuff, even if it isn't for a championship. Motherfucking Kira Hogan and goddamn Penelope
Bunny.
Ford, are we fucking real?
With the bunny.
Where, dog? They
Where's
hate
Riho?
Thunder Rosa.
Where's Riho?
Where's
Dog.
Riho? Where's Thunder Rosa? Where's Jade Cargill was there. I saw her.
She'd have a match all weekend. Wow.
I saw her.
Was she on Dark?
No.
Oh shit. Wow. Okay.
I was
You
there
did
for
see
every.
you saw her. You did see her. That's true.
Yeah. I forgot my phone at my seat.
Mm.
So we went to go back for it. And then I saw her and I was like, fuck, I don't have my phone. Also, my phone was dead
You better pull up, but ask for the number.
anyway.
What you about to do? Next up, going from bad,
dumbass.
going from bad to very, very good. Hangman Page interview.
It was good.
I'm gonna say it. That was a really, 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 that was one of the best promos I've heard in a long time. That was great. I can't really explain it. You gotta watch it. It's a lot about cowboy shit and everything he's going through. It was just you could tell it from the heart, and he really like thought this promo out. It was just really, really good.
It's I would say it's a true love letter to the AEW fan that has supported Hangman Page from the start of AEW till now. And absolutely. I still think that Hangman Page's rise in AEW is one of the rare true successes that has like really happened there. This man was getting booed, not cheered, any of that shit when they were more or less shoehorning him into getting that belt. And I was there with it. I was just like, there's no proper build for this man because there's no weekly television yet. And then when there was weekly television, they barely made an effort. And then for him to like get cheered over the Young Bucks and them, and then like they were cheering him and not Kenny Omega. I was just like, shit, they did it.
They did it.
They could retire now.
They got him over.
They got him insanely over, and I thought this promo was really, really great.
So yeah. If you didn't watch Dynamite this week because it was on Saturday or nothing, if you're gonna go out of your way to watch anything on the show, this is what you should watch.
Watch the segment on YouTube. Great shit.
Yeah, this promo was great.
This is one of the best things that happened on AEW all week. And
it might be the best thing that happened. Bleacher Report gave it an A+ grading because I agree. Good. I agree with the A+ rating. This was the best promo of Page's career. I agree with that too.
Oh, absolutely. Came from
all right.
Heart.
He came, boy. He came. And he looking clean. The outfit. The outfit was nice. That was a nice little cowboy. I like his little shirt.
Whatever.
I'm with the cowboy shirt. Anyway, last but not least, our main event for the night. Capital Love, two bearded white guys, Bryan Danielson versus Bobby Fish. In a match that was fine.
I don't remember this match.
Nothing really it wasn't that memorable. I'll be honest with you. It wasn't that good of a match.
I was there and I don't remember this match. And like I went to Dynamite alone.
You was Dynamite alone, okay.
My friend and
they want to try to do 2 nights in a row. Like, we ain't doing all that.
Nah, I was bringing like 2 different friends, and one of them got sick. I don't remember this match happening. I legitimately don't.
It was pretty forgettable, especially in comparison to the match that Bryan had the night before. So it was kind of like, you got to top that, and they weren't going to top that. I'm sorry, Bobby Fish ain't that guy to top it. They did a little technical, whatever, but it was just whatever. Bryan won with the heel hook, which is cool. I think Bryan's won every match he's won so far in the company. I've had different finishes, so I think that's pretty cool. I believe he's 4-0-1, so I think all 4 wins. I think he won with cattle mutilation. I think he won with the knee. I think he won with the heel hook, and he won with something else. I don't remember, but I saw that on Reddit. Someone said that he won 4 different ways. I think that's pretty cool. I think more wrestlers should have varying finishers like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was AEW this weekend. Very eventful.
That was it for real.
That was it. You saw more obviously because you saw Rampage for next week. But yeah, that was all we saw. And
I'll tell you right now, for
Rampage,
fine
weekend.
I'm not gonna spoil like finishes or whatever. Anna Jay versus Britt Baker, yank caller. Andrade Pac 2, really good.
Was it better than the first one?
No.
Okay.
I
like
think
the first one.
I think this one goes a little too long.
Mm-hmm.
But that might have just that's just how I like felt in the arena. I was just like really tired.
It's different when you're in the arena.
And then 3 hours of wrestling. I'm fucking tired at this point.
Yeah, I bet.
But no. Maybe I'll watch that match back when it like airs, but I don't think it was better than the second match.
Got it. What the other match? It was Orange Cassidy versus Powerhouse Hobbs in the tournament, first round. Oh, they announced the brackets for the tournament. Did they show that on the screen or anything? Okay.
No,
they didn't.
They did not.
Okay.
Let me tell you, AEW production is garbage. Any graphic or selected promos that were shown on the screens, it was kind of iffy on the projection front. Like I didn't know it was this bad live, because I thought Bash at the Beach, they had their shit together. Will Hobbs versus Orange Cassidy, Taz cuts a promo where they show it actually showed on the screen and on time. They showed the first match of Hobbs and Orange Cassidy, and Taz was just like,
Did Cassidy squash him in like 2 seconds?
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
And he was like, I guarantee you tonight that this is not happening. That was Will Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs is gonna come out and do the damn thing. I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay match, but AEW.
Okay, that's fine. Keep it at that. The rest of the bracket: Dark Order's 10 versus John Moxley. Dustin Rhodes versus Darren Bryan. I'm actually interested in that match. That could be. I don't know. Did they wrestle?
I don't care. I don't want to see these niggas wrestle, man. I don't want to see 10 versus Moxley. I don't want to see this match.
But did they wrestle in WWE at all?
I don't know. I should be asking you.
I wouldn't know. I'm interested to see that match just because I don't know. That's so weird. It's a weird matchup. And Lance Archer versus Eddie Kingston. Sure. Good to see Jake the Snake back. Happy he's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, yeah, this is a weird participant. I don't know where they came up with these. I don't know which is more confusing. This is one of the Queen's Crown fucking setup. Both of these brackets are insane. What is going on?
Okay, it is weird stuff. But before I start doing the sign off and then we go into our AEW segments, my friend bought me the Best in the World shirt.
The Best in the World shirt?
Yeah,
that's cute.
So the merch table was very lacking, but it is what it is.
I feel like WWE's merch table will be lacking too. So
yeah. Well, maybe this time around it's probably different since they have like the localized stuff.
I need someone from Detroit to get me a Pistons WWE setup. I need that.
I feel like they might end up at the shop at some point.
Do we know anybody from Detroit? I don't think I do.
I'm gonna hit a Babyface Ray and see what he could do for me. But what is it? The merch table had like the Dark Order mask, which one of my friends got for themselves. A bunch of CM Punk shirts, and then like nothing but like just generic like AEW tees. I thought it was very disappointing. And they had like stickers and stuff. But that is it from us. You can follow Quan on Twitter at the Comeback Spot. You can follow the network, the A Show RNC, on Twitter. Patreon. You can subscribe to us on Patreon at patreon.com/the A Show RNC. If we get to the big hundo in our patrons, the big dogs, Meals and Justin, will do the one chip challenge. It will be recorded for all of us to watch, enjoy, play back, edit in all sorts of funny ways.
They need to do it on Twitch. We need to get it on Mark's Twitch.
Can you do Periscopes on Twitter anymore? Is that a thing? Is Periscope dead?
I think Periscope dead. I think they killed it.
Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, if you're a patron, you get shows like Spot Callers, Patreon exclusive shows like Spot Callers, Legendary Run, The Evasion Diaries, and other miscellaneous wrestling content. And then for the weekly shows, you'll be getting them early. And then in case of the War Report, you'll be getting it even earlier since AEW is on a sort of weird schedule here. Normally you would get it on Fridays and then Thursdays for the Patreon folks, but I'll have it ready for you on Wednesday. Spot Callers coming soon. Halloween Havoc. Justin laptop broke, so we're just gonna have to wait for that to come so he can edit the show.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure he'll still have the files and everything. Hoping for that. We did Halloween Havoc 1998. Goldberg versus DDP. Which I heard that they ran out of time on the original airing, but for Peacock it plays it all out.
Yeah, whenever you played the actual pay-per-view, they fixed it.
Okay.
I guess back then, they did the replay on Tuesday or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Back then.
That show is very embarrassing show. But we had a fun time talking about that, so look forward to that. Shout out to Dion doing a great article, and also shouts out for the HO Network for Meals and Justin. I thought that was really cool. I'm waiting for ours.
Shout out to Wale again. Yeah, interview it. What are you doing, Dion? Come on, bro. I got stuff I want to talk about. Shout out to Wale for shouting us out in the Up Rocks. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so.
Up Rocks magazine.
That was a wonderful surprise to see on Friday before heading out to I think Dynamite. I think that came out Friday, right?
Yeah, I saw Justin tag me on Instagram. I was like, what is he tagging me about? I was a little concerned.
he tagged me, but I didn't see my name anywhere. And then I was reading the tag, I was like, oh, that's us. So that's always great to see. So shout out to Wale for shouting us out. But yeah, shout out to our patrons that are about to hear about our fantastic talk about Roman Reigns is shitting on CM Punk and a special match. This would have been on a normal show, but we're saving it for Patreon because I didn't really watch anything else over the weekend. I was very tired. So we're going to be talking about A-Kid versus Ilya Dragunov on NXT UK. The first NXT UK with crowds back. So that was really interesting. If you're not a patron, see you next week. Hopefully to see you on the other side next week. Peace out.